All right, if you're a startup founder, listen up. The next few minutes could literally change everything for you. We are about to decode a playbook for what's called asymmetric warfare. It's how the little guy, how you, can not just survive against the giants, but actually win. So let's get right into it. Now, that's not just some empty catchphrase, it's a genuine promise. The strategies we're about to unpack are designed to give you a biological backdoor into your market. Think of it as a way to completely bypass the giant's defenses and, almost like a virus, rewrite the entire system from the inside out. And just so you know, this isn't some random theory I cooked up. We are pulling all of this directly from Rishi Kallar's incredible book, The Ancient Algorithm. It's basically a manual that throws all that polite marketing fluff out the window and replaces it with the cold, hard logic of evolutionary biology. And that logic, well, that's our map to the battlefield. Okay, first things first, we have to understand the battlefield. The digital world isn't some wide open, fair playground. No way. It's occupied territory. And the book uses this just incredible metaphor to set the stage. You are a single cell organism floating in an ocean that is patrolled by giant whales. So let's just be brutally honest about the situation here. You've got the apex predators, Google, Meta, you know the names. They have basically infinite capital and total surveillance over the ecosystem. And then there's you, a single-cell organism. The disadvantage is catastrophic. Trying to outspend them or outmarket them on their own turf? The book says that's like funding your own executioner. The point is, you just can't fight force with force. It's a losing game. So, where's the weak spot? Where's the chink in the armor? Well, here's the secret. It isn't in the giants. It's in the herd they control. The secret weapon we're talking about is a glitch, a vulnerability that's hardwired into every single one of your potential customers, a little leftover bug from the Stone Age. And this vulnerability has a name, the mismatch. You see, our brains, our Stone Age software, they were designed for a world that literally vanished 10,000 years ago. But today, that same software is trying to run in this hyper-engineered, crazy modern world. And the result? We're all anxious, we're overwhelmed, and, this is the crucial part, we are highly susceptible to the right signals. This mismatch, that's the back door. And this is the key to that back door. The formula is B equals MAP. It's essentially the physics of human behavior, first figured out by B.J. Fogg at Stanford. It says a behavior only ever happens when three things come together at the same time: motivation, ability, and a prompt. But we're going to look at a much more, let's say, aggressive evolutionary translation of this model. So, here's how we hijack it. Forget about features and benefits. That's old news. Motivation becomes a hijack of our deepest, most primal biological drives, stuff like survival, status, mating. Usability becomes zero friction because our brain is fundamentally wired to conserve every last calorie. And a simple notification? No. That becomes a super stimulus, a signal so bright and loud that our ancient brains simply cannot ignore it. I mean, just look at the difference here. Standard marketing, it talks about features. The algorithm talks about survival. Standard marketing is obsessed with usability. The algorithm is obsessed with calories burned. One sends you a push notification, the other signals a primal threat or a massive opportunity. See what's happening? This isn't marketing anymore. This is bioengineering. Okay, theory is great, right? But how do you actually use this stuff? Well, this playbook gives us two, just brutally effective tactics. The first one weaponizes your customer's natural, built-in laziness. And the second one? It weaponizes the giants against themselves. Let's talk about ability, which really means zero friction. Here's the one and only rule you need to burn into your brain. 4 or more clicks and your customer is gone. They're dead. The book says you have to stop thinking in terms of user flows. You need to build a greased slide. The second a user steps on, gravity has to do all the work. Any thinking, any effort at all, it kills the conversion. You have to be absolutely ruthless about this. And now for tactic number 2, the barnacle strategy. The mantra is simple. Don't try to build a new ocean. Just learn how to ride the whale. The digital world is full of what the book calls dumb giants. You know, these huge platforms with massive traffic, but a terrible, clunky user experience. You don't compete with them. You attach yourself to them, like a barnacle, and you siphon their lifeblood, which is their user. And the classic perfect example of this is the Airbnb maneuver. You see, back in the early days, Airbnb offered this beautiful, simple tool to post your listings to the ugly, clunky, but absolutely massive Craigslist. That was the bait. The switch was that users posted to Craigslist through Airbnb's platform. And the siphon? Well, every single click on that beautiful new Craigslist post redirected traffic directly to Airbnb's own website. They literally built an empire on the blood of a giant. So this brings us to the end, and the tone here really has to shift, because this knowledge, it's incredibly powerful. The code for influencing human behavior, as the author puts it, is now open source. And that gives you, the architect of the next big thing, a profound and heavy responsibility. This quote from the book's epilogue just captures the whole idea perfectly. For years, the giants have been using the deep science of human behavior to build their empires, all while telling startups like you to focus on brand purpose and customer delight. That asymmetry of knowledge, that unfair advantage, is ending. You now know they were playing a completely different game, and now you have the rulebook. So we end on this final, crucial thought. You have the weapon. You understand the ancient algorithm that actually drives human behavior. But here's the thing. Biology doesn't audit your intent. This mechanism works exactly the same whether you're building a cure for a disease or a crippling vice. So the question is left to you. What are you going to build?